The GUCCIFER leak is finally here, and it's huge. Hillary Clinton and the Democrats are finished. This is a huge leak. The amount of weight this will carry in the current political battlefield is undeniable. It'll shake the Democratic Party right to its core. Details of this report are extensive. The gravity of what just happened cannot be bound in a single post, so there'll be more posts coming updating the situation as it develops. And it's quite possible we're looking at the email dump that could cause the biggest shakeup yet in this election. And WikiLeaks has not even released anything in quite some time like they did back in July. These new revelations confirm that the DNC operated more like a crime organization than we know. The leaks in July were nothing compared to the severity of documents released September 14th, 2016, yesterday that is. We now have clear-cut evidence of more pay-for-play, possible insider trading, Huma Abedin joking in emails about Benghazi, and more. The DNC bought and sold more political influence than one could ever imagine. They've proven to be nothing more than a gigantic money laundering organization. The Democratic Party, money laundering organization that provides corporate jobs for the highest donor, and many emails prove that below here. This leak is overwhelming, and we'll be listing the findings thus far in a condensed fashion that's easily digestible. Obama did create ISIS. When Donald Trump made the claim that Obama and Hillary were the founders of it, he was not lying. WikiLeaks proved that with a memo weeks ago, and now we have emails and documents from the DCCC providing the exact same thing. Democrats cannot deny something that they wrote themselves, and they wrote in this memo. And you'll see it in the link I'll leave below for you, the DCC. To Democrat candidates from Mike Ryan, DCCC Policy Director, dated October 2nd, 2014, re-ISIS backgrounder. Origins. In short, our invasion created an atmosphere for Jordanian to start a Muslim sectarian war, which ultimately created ISIS. And you can go on and read the rest of that. Democrats are very unintelligent. Here's another WikiLeaks memo showing that Democrats feared they were being hacked. They advised a warning, and then they proceeded to email out passwords anyway. What sense does that make? And they want us to trust Hillary Clinton, of all people, with the highest office in the land. Not a chance. The WikiLeaks said, from Palermo, Rachel, sent Friday, April 29, 2016, to regional press. Subject, what does it say? I can't see it. Factivists were hacked. Factivists were hacked. Here is our new password. Importance. Hi. We have been compromised, but it's all okay. And here is our new password. We've been hacked, but it's okay. And here's our new password right on this, right underneath it. It will now change every few weeks to prevent further issues. So as it is reset, I will forward it along. But it's still going to be hacked. They're giving it out outright. And then Colin Powell admitted Hillary looked very ill. Hillary has tried to use Colin Powell as her fall guy for using a private, unsecured email server, as if two wrongs make a right. But Powell, in his email, voiced his clear concerns for Hillary in his email to a major donor. Jeffrey Leeds emailed that Hillary could, quote, barely climb the podium, end quote. While Colin Powell described how bad she looked after her busy schedule of collecting millions from other corporate cronies. It was also stated that the president wouldn't weep if she found herself in legal trouble. While that is vague, it indicates that Obama may not like Hillary as much as they like to act like he does. Hillary added damage to Obama's already tainted legacy, so it would make sense that Obama dislikes her for several reasons, especially given that he fired her after 2012. The Democrats staged protests. Everyone is well aware that the liberal kingpin, the Hungarian Jew banker, billionaire George Soros, who broke the Bank of England in the 90s, pays groups to protect and cause problems. Well, apparently the DNC did the exact same thing. In this document below, it shows that the DNC sent their interns to stage protests when Soros could not send out his own mob of goons to do the damage. They staged these protests to elicit media coverage and to change the narrative on stories. More emails have revealed the DNC and George Soros were behind the paid protesters that were disrupting Donald Trump's rallies months back. Have you seen protesters cause problems today like they did before? No, because the DNC hasn't ordered them to protest lately. The pay-to-play scheme was more severe than we thought. Years back, Rod Blagojevich, an Illinois governor, was sentenced to 14 years in prison for trying to sell Barack Obama's empty Senate seat. Selling Senate seats. Well, in this email below, you'll see Jacqueline Lopez using the words pay to play in a way to describe the donations sent to Obama for America, which is now Organizing for America. But wait, we can also see that ambassadorships are up for grabs too. If you're the highest bidder, by the way, that is insanely illegal. And there's a whole list here. So, here are some name-worthy individuals that were caught in the DNC pay-for-play scheme, and it's truly unbelievable. Jane Hartley paid DNC $605,000 and then nominated by Obama to serve as the ambassador to France and Monaco. And another name, Carol Mason, donated $856,000. DNC and Obama made her his assistant attorney general. And there's another one. Julius Genikowski donated almost $3.5 million, $3,494,919. What a strange amount. Almost $3.5 million to DNC and served as chairman of the FCC from 2009 to 2013. Huma Abedin jokes and emails about Benghazi. This is arguably the hardest punch in the gut. We all remember that Hillary and her goons blamed Benghazi on the video and protest as opposed to taking any blame. Here's an email from Huma Abedin, Hillary's top aide, joking about Hillary sparking peaceful protests. Look at the date stamp. The email was the same day she attended the coffin ceremony for the 4 Americans she let die in Benghazi. This happened on the same exact day Hillary lied to the faces of the families that lost their loved ones in Benghazi. They're laughing about this. They think this is funny. Do we think this is funny? Situation report number 1, Executive Secretariat Operations Center, Middle East Protest Monitoring Group. Okay, September 14th, 2012. Egypt, the riot police, Libya, air traffic in Yemen, and Kuwait. You can read that on yourself. And so it's quite possible that the most damaging leak to come out yet. And we're not only getting started. This is the latest dump. It will be the last punch Hillary and the Democrats can take. Imagine how damaging all of this is so far. There will be much more, and it's only going to get worse. So, we'll stay tuned for more leaks coming. This is from the Conservative Daily Post, and I found it on the State of the Nation. I'll leave a link below for you for this.